Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Amy Ray of Amy Ray Plans. Today I'm here to film a plan with me for the week of April 26th through May 2nd. I'm going to show you the kit we're using this week, and then we're going to go back to the week we're currently in and back plan Monday through Thursday. So I'm currently filming this on a Saturday, and I went to Florida for 3 days to visit my dad at his timeshare, and so I'm going to back plan those days on camera. I thought it would be fun to do because I really do like memory planning. So I have a couple of destash sheets of this kit, and then I actually have two formats of this kit like this, and the kit I'll be using is this one, but it's a reformat of this kit, but it's still a older format, if that makes sense, because this came out a while ago. The bows were a thing back then. So we'll just flip through the kit real quick. I originally was going to use a birthday kit for this week because it's my friend's birthday, but I decided I wanted to save that for her birthday next year, so I'm going to use this kit. I knew I wanted to use a Scribble Co kit this week because this week is the week of her 7-year anniversary, which I'm super excited about. So that is the kit we're using this week. We're going to use these glitter header overlays from a shop that's no longer open. So before we do that, let's go back, and I used this Disney kit. This is how everything is looking so far. I had I filled in Friday yesterday, but I wanted to do Monday through Thursday on camera. So first up, Monday was my flight to Florida, but that was already marked in. Then next up was between my two flights, I read a whole book on the plane. So I am going to take this purple little label, and this is an older kit as well, an older format as well. This was her Magic 2.0 kit. I used it last year, and then with my leftovers, and then my friend sent me some sheets, I was able to use it again this year. And this sticker is from the Coffee Monsterz Co. And since it is glossy, I'm going in with my permanent ultrafine Sharpie marker. I always use this on glossy and my tool pen on my premium matte. And then next up was I had Starbucks. So for that, hold on, we are going to use, actually, I don't know if it'll fit. Oh, yeah, that's okay. Actually, let's use a quarter box. I was going to use a label, but I think it'll fit better in a quarter box. So we'll use this blue one. And then I have a coffee cup from Moonlight Paper Co. and a Starbucks Run script from Scribble Co. And then let's get a piece of small solid washi. I almost said patterned. Okay, so that is that. And then the next thing was I played mini golf with my dad. He ended up beating me by 1 point. It was funny because he had did the scorecard, and on the first hole he got like a 7 and he put down a 5. So when I calculated this scorecard, I really lost by 3. But then when he had put a 7 down, or he put a 5 down instead of 7, I really only lost by 1. So I don't really have a mini golf type sticker, so I'm going to use the heart from the Wiggle. I'm using hollow foil with this kit. So that heart is going to be there, and then I'm just going to write mini golf with Dad, and we did one of the things at the timeshare. One of the mini golf at the timeshare. And then we laid out by the pool. So for that, I'm going to use, let's see, just going through my sheets. I think I want to use, let's let's see. I think we'll use like a pattern piece of, no, because there's a lot of room there. All right, so let's figure out what I want to do. I think we will use, will a half box fit there? No, but this box will. I'll use one of these hollow boxes from Scribble Co. And then I have this sticker for laying out by the pool from Once More with Love. How cute is that? And that goes here. And then just gonna write lay out by pool. And then we're gonna put a piece of washi in there. I don't think, oh, yes, I do have some small pattern washi. Yeah, let's do this one. Sorry for any background noise. All right, I don't think I put that down straight. Hold on. All right, there we go. And then Tuesday, the first thing was that my dad's girlfriend made us avocado toast for breakfast. I want to start making that at home because it was really good, and I love avocados. So for that, we're gonna use one of the glitter header labels. I missed the old glitter header sheet, or the old glitter header samplers that had the glittery labels and quarter boxes. And for that, I have this sticker that I think came in a pack from Target, and it's just this little avocado. And we're gonna do that here. And that's gonna be for avocado toast. And then the next thing was that I read a lot. So for that, let's see. We're gonna put that in the screen box right here. And then I have another sticker from Once More with Love. And then I'm just gonna write in read. And then after that, I swam for a little bit in the pool. So we are gonna use, let's see, we're gonna use one of the hollow labels here. And then I have a Coffee Monsterz Co. swimming sticker. Hold on. Alright, like that. And then a super cute emoji swimming in the pool. And then, let's see, write in swim. And then the next thing was a super sweet friend that watches my YouTube videos and follows me on Instagram sent me a gift card to Krissy Designs, but she wanted to remain anonymous, so I don't know who sent it, but if you're watching and you sent it, thank you so much. It made my day. I was super surprised in like the best way possible, and I just really appreciate it, and I can't wait to share what I picked up in a future haul with you guys. So for making my CAD purchase, we're gonna put that in, let's see, we're gonna put that in a quarter box, and we're gonna use the blue one right here. And then I have this really cute Munchkin sticker throwing around money. And that is from Once More with Love. And then the last thing to mark on this day is that I got ice cream. Well, I had like Ben & Jerry's from like the grocery store. I don't know if it'll fit on the... Alright, let's just use one of these. We're going to use this right here and put that here. And then I have, hi Dave. And then I'm going to put some washi. Let me see, I need a bigger, let's do pink. And we'll do the medium sized one. And we'll put that right here. And then for ice cream, I have this super cute sticker from Create with Pen. Oh, I put that on the wrong side. Wait a minute. Let me put my 2 cents in it. Alright, so that, and then that goes there. And again, that's from Create with Pen. And then on to Wednesday, we went to Islands of Adventure. But first things first that I want to mark, I had a really good dream with one of my favorite actors and one of my celebrity crushes, Tyler Hynes. And I just like marking when I have good dreams. It's fun. So for that, I'm going to use one of these. We'll use the purple one. And I'm just going to be using a little icon from the Wiggle that has like the asterisk or the star, whatever you want to call it. And for that, we're going to put it there, and I'm just going to write his name. His name's Tyler Hynes, and he does a lot of movies on the Hallmark Channel, and I highly recommend watching his movies. He's a good actor, and he's super dreamy. Okay. And then next thing is, hold on, I need to, what's up, Dave? Oh, you playing with your toy? And then next thing is that we went to Islands of Adventure. So for that, I'm going to use another hollow label. Oh, this is 2 labels back to back. So maybe I will not use a hollow label, and I will use a quarter box. No, I don't want to use a quarter box because I don't have too many of those left. So I think we will use, hold on, let's see. I don't have like all of the pages. Some of the leftover pages I had have been used pretty much. So I'm just trying to make sure I have enough stuff to fill out the week. Yeah, I guess we will use this. Guess it doesn't really matter. Davey, you're so silly, Dave. Alright, and then to mark Islands of Adventure, I have this sheet, or this sticker from Scribble Co. I know it isn't like an exact match to the kit, but I like it. Davey, you're so silly. So we're just going to mark Islands of Adventure. And then next thing is I wanted to mark that we went on the Hagrid's motorbike ride. And for that I have, let's use this pink quarter box. Oop. I'm filming. That's okay. I'm almost done. And then for that, I have this sticker from Scribble Co. where she's riding this cute roller coaster. And I thought that was a super cute way to mark it. Mark it, not mark. Okay, and this was Hagrid's motorbike. I really felt my age on these roller coasters. And then the next thing was we did 2 water rides. My dad and I are more water park people. But so for that, I have, ooh, let's see. I might be able to, no, I don't think so. Yeah, so for that, let's see, what do I want to use? I think we'll use another hollow label right here. And for that, I didn't really have like a water park type ride, so I'm just going to use this little scribbler with the mouse ears. And what are you doing? You just jumped up on my desk. And I'm just going to write 2 water rides. And then next up, I had coffee. I had Starbucks at the park. So for that, we're gonna use this little label right here. And then I have another sticker from that like Disney sheet from Scribble Co. And that's to mark Starbucks. And that sheet came in a recent mystery kit. Dave, what are you doing on the desk? And then last up, I had ice cream again. So for that, trying to decide how I want to mark that. I think we will do, what are you doing, crazy kitty? You're being so silly. I think I'm just going to put it on some washi. But I don't want to use patterns because it'll probably look weird if I write on the patterned washi. Sorry guys, I had to sneeze. So I think we will use the blue. And we're just going to put that right there. And then I have an emoji from the Coffee Monsterz Co. Oh, it's back to back, but okay. And then that is just to mark that I finished my Ben & Jerry's. Although, when I was at Islands of Adventure, in like the city walk right before you get to the park, there's like a bunch of restaurants and stuff, and they had a Voodoo Donuts, and I wanted to get it so bad, but I knew my dad wouldn't let me. He doesn't really like when I eat sweets that much. So this is the first half of the week. I really love how it turned out. And then now we just have to fill out Thursday, and then we could film the plan with me now. Oh, I didn't realize when I put these that I have pink back to back, but oh well. Alright, so Thursday was my flight home. I read a lot between both my flights and then the airport. I was mad because I had a little layover and I went to go get a coffee because I had to get up really early for my flights. And they wouldn't, and I only had cash, and they wouldn't take it because I guess with COVID, a lot of places aren't taking cash. But I didn't think the airport would be one of those, so it was kind of a bummer. So for that, I'm going to be using this. Actually, yeah, let's just use a foiled label. Sorry, I have so many sheets. Alright, so we're going to use the foiled label. I definitely want to pick these up in the shop one day. One of these days. And then for that, I have this super cute sticker from Once More with Love, the Munchkin holding the book, and it says Get Lit. I love that sheet. And then just going to mark reading. And then when my mom picked me up, we went to the grocery store. So for that, what do I want to use? I'm running out of like labels and stuff. Oh, but I only have like one more day to put things, so that's okay. So for that, let's use a quarter box. And we will use the purple one. And then to mark that, I have a grocery run script from Scribble Co. An emoji, and an emoji holding the grocery bag. Okay, and then I got Starbucks. So for that, we're going to put it on, actually, let's use this. And for that, I have one of the iced coffees from the food doodle sheet from the Wiggle. And I'm just gonna write in Starbucks one. And then next up, I got my 2 orders from Letters to Apollo, which are my first 2 orders from that shop. And for that, we're gonna use this label. Actually, let's save this, put that back, and let's use one of these. And we're gonna use the pink one. Oh, I didn't realize I had pink next to each other, but that's okay. And then for that, we will use some pattern. Where's my pattern? Okay, let's see. We will use this right there. And then for the Happy Mail, I have an older envelope from Scribble Co. Doesn't really match perfectly, but, and then I have a Happy Mail script from Scribble Co. as well. So then this is how this half is looking. Like I said, I'm filming this on Saturday. I really love it. Let's give you some shine. And now let's go and fill this spread out. Let me just get all these. So you can see the amount of stuff I was working with, and I'll organize all of that when I am done filming. Let's open up my sticker book to, is this the one? Okay, this will be a longer video, but hopefully you like that. Let's get this kit out. All right, ooh, sorry about that. Let's go in with the full boxes first. And I do have some questions to answer, and I will answer them as I do the glitter headers and the glitter header overlays. So for this one, I love this kit so much, and I've been hoarding them. Like I said, I have one like this, and then I have 2 that are like this. These are D-stash I got in, like I said, a D-stash, but I definitely want to use the older ones too. I'm going to use one next year, and then the one the year after that. Okay. And then this is like one of my favorite full boxes ever. I just love it with the nails and the coffee. Just so aesthetically pleasing, and the pops of gold. All right, let me, and actually when I have these other 2 kits in this format, these on this page don't even have the labels. They're just the pattern washi, so that's how old that format is, if it tells you anything. All right, so Wednesday I wanted to use this one. And then Tuesday, I think we're going to use the one, I think this was originally, yeah, this was a Cyber Monday. I don't remember what year. Not the past 2 years, I can definitely say that. So maybe like 3 years ago. And then Friday, I wanted to use the Etsy one. And then this one is for Thursday. And then the double box is for Saturday and Sunday. And then we're gonna go in with the, oh no, I always forget. I can't do the meal labels till I have the glitter headers on top, because I like to match them to each other. So next up is the sidebar. So we're gonna use the This Week header. And then I need to pick out my weekly tracker. And we're gonna use the mint one. So that's one of my favorite colors. And then we're going to go in with some deco. And let's see. And just place some deco. And then I'll probably have to cut some off the top because some of this deco is a little bit bigger. But that's okay. Let's see. Let's do the plant. And then we'll pop some little pieces. I don't like cutting deco on this side. I don't mind it on the other side, but I feel like I have a really hard time doing it on this side. All right, that is the sidebar. Let's do the little, hold on. The glasses. Sorry, sometimes I get quiet when I do deco. Don't know why, I just do. Alright, so that is that half. And then okay. And then I didn't realize I had like multiples of some of this stuff. Okay. Hold on. I want to put this here. I'm pretty sure if I move these over just a pinch, I would have room for this too. Okay. Okay. All right, now we can go in with the glitter. Oh, piece of the deco popped off my scissor and like attached itself to my planner cover. Hold up, let's just get this off. So if I don't get it off now, I'm gonna forget about it and it's gonna just get stuck and stay stuck. Ugh. Hold on. Technical difficulties. Well, I don't know if that's considered a technical difficulty or just a difficulty. All right, so cap back these up, and then let's do the glitter headers. Like I said before when I was doing the back planning, I love these old glitter header samplers and I miss them so much. Okay, so of course we're going to start with the mint because that's my favorite color. I don't go usually in the way they're set up. I like to mark them by, or I like to go in the order of like my favorite colors. But yeah. Okay, so first up, Krista asked me hot coffee or iced coffee. Definitely iced. I always drink iced coffee even when I go back home to visit my family, and if I go up in the winter, I always drink iced coffee. It's just, I will drink hot coffee if like there's absolutely no choice. But yeah, definitely iced. And then she asked, go-to junk food. Oh, I love white chocolate. I love chips, ice cream. Yeah, those would be my go-to. favorite pizza topping. I like extra cheese, but like for regular pizza, but I like this place called Mod, and you like make your own, and I always get green peppers, chicken bacon, and lots of black olives. And then my friend Samantha asked me favorite Coffee Monsterz Co emoji. Ooh, that's hard because I have a lot. Let's see. Let's look in past planners. I love like the happy ones like this. I use the syringe ones a lot to mark like my monthly infusions and my blood work that I have to get for that. I love these ones. I just love them all. I don't know. I can't choose. That's a hard question. And then she asked me if you could travel to one place, where would it be? The Caribbean. I'd love to explore the whole Caribbean islands. Favorite flavor of ice cream? It depends. I love well, I have a couple flavors. I like birthday cake, cake batter, like funfetti, anything like that. And then I like Ben & Jerry's chocolate chip cookie dough. And then I think that's pretty much it. Oh, and I like cotton candy too, but I don't go for that one as often as the other ones. And then the last question she asked is, if you could own an exotic animal, what would it be? A koala or a sloth. I think those would be fun to own. So thank you, Krista and Samantha, for asking me those questions. So yeah, seeing my dad was really nice. I hadn't seen him in a year and a half. And Islands of Adventure was fun. I definitely felt like an old person on the roller coasters, though. I was like, I'm definitely not as young as I used to be. But yeah, lots of fun. Alright, and before we go in with the glitter header overlays, I am going to first rearrange my sheets, because if you've been on my channel for any length of time, you know I like my sheets in a particular order. Oh, the colors are a little different on these ones. I just realized that. So I'm going to save these sheets for when I use this format next year. Just put those over to the side. Okay. Meal tables. What else do I have to talk about? Yeah, so I was bummed not to be able to get coffee in the airport because I was up. Well, I had to be up at 3 o'clock. My dad booked my flights at like an ungodly hour. They were both at 6 o'clock. So I had to be like departing at like 5:20. So yeah. So I really wanted a coffee at the airport during my layover for my next flight to come home, and I explained to them, I was like, I don't have a card, all I have on me is cash. And I went to 4 different places. I went to 2 different Hudson News type places, and then I went to like a coffee place, and then no, maybe I just went to 3 places. I just went to the places that were around my gate, because my legs were hurting because we had done so much walking at Islands of Adventure the day before, so I didn't want to go too far. But I figured if I hit 3 places and none of them had it, even if I went further like down where more stores were, I'm pretty sure I would have hit the same problem. And I even like stopped and asked somebody that was like working there, I was like, do all of the places like that you can buy stuff at just take cash? And they're like, well, most of them are like that right now. They were nice about it, but I'm like, so if I go to, hopefully when I go to New York this summer, what I'm going to do is get a prepaid gift card with like $20, $25 on it, something like that, and use that to buy like a drink and stuff. Luckily, I didn't have long flights, so it wasn't a big deal. But like, what if I had like a 5-hour flight or something? You know, or like a really long layover in the airport. And like, what about like people that, because like I used to have a bank account. Right now I don't because I'm not working. So I put my money in my mom's bank account because my bank account was taking out fees because I wasn't having direct deposits put in because I'm not working right now. So instead of just letting all my money be taken out by fees, I just transferred it to, or like took it out and put it in my mom's account so that my money wouldn't just go to fees, you know. It didn't make any sense for that, so. But yeah. And like, I remember when I was like, when we first moved down here and I would go back to visit my family before I was working, so I only had cash on me. Like, what happens to those people, you know what I'm saying? Just crazy. I mean, I get it, but I probably should have done some more investigating before or some more searching before I went on my flight, but I didn't really think of it. Okay. I love these glitter header overlays. Every time I use them, I say that I'm obsessed with them, and I am. This was originally the shop, and then it closed, and she reopened as Right Brain Paper Co., but she's closed again. I do hope she opens again in the future, because I really love this style, and it's hard to find this style. I did like a bunch of searching, but my friend Domi sent me these, and I was like, in love. I just really like this style of them. So, yeah. A few things to pre-plan this week. So, after we finish these glitter header overlays, we'll get into the pre-plans. Okay. And after this, I want to film a haul, and I'm going to upload this today. The next couple of weeks, I think the next 3 weeks, this week and the next 2 weeks after that, I'll have 3 videos up on my channel instead of 2, so that'll be fun. And next week, I'm excited to share with you guys, I got chosen to be a part of the Erin Condren Life Planner launch collaboration. So next Wednesday, actually this Wednesday that I'm filming this week, I will have the video up on my channel sharing the new products. I think I'm supposed to get it either today or Monday. And then I'm not going to do like a true unboxing because I want to take this stuff out and like write down notes and everything. So it's not going to be like right out of the box. But I'm very excited. And I like to write notes down for like videos like that because I have so many like thoughts or things to say. And if I don't write it down, by the time I go to film, I forget half the things I want to say. So I really love these glitter header overlays. I'm going to be super, super, super sad when I run out of them. Okay, so that's that. I can cap these, and then we can get in with the pre-plans. Pretty. Alright, so Monday and Tuesday, nothing to mark. Wednesday, I will be uploading that planner collaboration video with the EC new planners. So we're going to use a $50 for that. Oh, let's put it down straight, shall we? Okay, and then for that, I have this super cute sticker from Create with Pen that's holding the planner that says I Love EC. And then this is going to be Upload EC Launch Collab. Super excited for that. And then I'm also going to do a blog post about it. So for that, let's see. Let's use a quarter box. And then let's put a piece of patterned washi in there. Okay. And then I have this sticker from the Coffee Monsterz Co. Super cute. I love those ones as well. I love all of her emojis, so I really can't choose a favorite. And this is blog post about EC. Oh, I don't like how I wrote that. Oh well. Alright, and that's the first half of the week. And then Thursday is my best friend's birthday. So I'm going to be using a gold box. This is from Scribble Co as well. And then I have these super cute balloons from Fox and Pip. Love those. Okay. And then it is the SPC 7-year anniversary. So I have this super cute box from the Coffee Monsterz Co. SPC 7-year anniversary. And then Friday, since it is the last day of the month, I want to write down my Instagram and YouTube numbers. I just like to keep track of that in a notes page in the back of my planner. Write down IG and YouTube numbers. I do it the last day of the month and then the first day of the month. Usually there's like not a big change, obviously because it's just a day, but I still like to do that. And then Friday, I will be uploading a video, and that will be my kits that I'm planning on using for May. And when I film those videos, some of the kits may change. I may just work things around or move things around in my system. But yeah, that's how I'm gonna mark it, or that's how I'm gonna do it. I got that idea from Plans with Emily, and I saw someone else do it first, and I forgot who that was, so I'm sorry. And then to mark that, I have this little planner from Scribble Co. Actually, it goes this way. I put it in upside down. Okay, and this is to upload my May kits. And then Saturday, I have that written down. And then it is the first day of May. So I have this cute sticker that says Hello May from Krissy Designs. And we're just gonna plop that down. And then that's it for Saturday. And then Sunday is uploading my plan with me. So for that, we're gonna, how did I mark it? Oh, okay. Yeah, let's just do another one of these. And let's do this one. And then this, like I said, is gonna be my plan with me for the following week. And to mark that, I have this planner from the Coffee Monsterz Co. And then we're all done with this week. And that is... And then let me just flip you guys out, show you what we're working with. Oh, cute. I really like how it came out. So the kit is Scribble Co. The glitter header overlays are from a shop that's no longer open. Create with Pen, Coffee Monsterz Co, Fox and Pip, the Coffee Monsterz Co, Scribble Prints Co, Krissy Designs, and the Coffee Monsterz Co. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, everyone.